They figured I'd roll over. Thought they could snatch my ranch, slap up McMansions, and bury the truth under zoning permits and real estate flippers. But they never counted on the one thing Grandpa left me that no courthouse could erase: the valve to the aquifer. Back in '58, Grandpa drilled that well himself hand-dug, cinder-block lined, feeding the whole valley before the city even had a name. It wasn't just water. It was the pulse of the land, the reason the cottonwoods still stood tall when every other spread went dust. I swore I'd guard it. Then life pulled me to Denver for 20 years. I leased the back 40 to a developer. Thought it was safe. Came home to find 35 stucco palaces where the alfalfa used to sway. The HOA branded it Cottonwood Crest, slapped a wrought iron gate over Grandpa's cattle guard, and parked their welcome sign smack on the original wellhead. I tried the nice route HOA meetings, certified letters, a lawyer who charged more per hour than Grandpa made in a week. Every time, eminent domain, buddy. County says it's ours, legal. That word tasted like rust. So I dug into the county archives at 2 a.m., fluorescent lights buzzing like hornets. There it was, in Grandpa's spidery handwriting on the 1959 plat map. The well, the pump house, the main arteries still deeded to me. The whole subdivision sat on a limestone shelf that drank from my aquifer like a drunk at last call. Next morning, before the yoga moms fired up their Suburbans, I slipped through the service gate with bolt cutters and a thermos of black coffee. The pump house smelled of creosote and iron. My hands didn't shake, they remembered. One turn of the master valve and the pressure sighed like a steer finally let out of the chute. Up on the ridge, sprinkler systems coughed, then gurgled, then went dry. By noon, koi ponds turned to mud, infinity pools cracked like cheap pottery, and the HOA president was on speakerphone screaming about vandalism while his marble foyer sank into soup. The aquifer didn't flood. It simply stopped giving. 35 dream homes built on borrowed water turned into million-dollar sandcastles at low tide. News choppers called it unprecedented subsidence. Geologists scratched their heads on CNN. But the cottonwoods? They drank deep from the reclaim, leaves shining like they'd never left. I didn't gloat. I just leaned on Grandpa's fence post and watched the land exhale. When the feds finally showed up with clipboards and subpoenas, I handed them the original deed, yellowed but unbreakable. So next time you're sipping a latte in some gated cul-de-sac, ask where the water comes from. Because the earth keeps receipts. And if this story soaked into your boots, hit that like button some legacies refuse to stay buried.